Blazing trails, you know how Johnny moves. Young black mamba dropping the hottest news. Life's a mad attorney calling audibles. When it's mindset, I don't know how I'ma lose. Keep it 100, we from the 90s, dude. Freshest podcast out, we on the grind for you. Stuck in your head all day, Gorilla Glue. They think they really gon' out me, pull up with the big tech. Call it Silicon Valley, made it through a dark winter. It was getting so cloudy, now we got the sickest show in the whole county. It's a cold world, better bundle up. Gotta get the shovel when the truck is stuck. In the middle of a blizzard still coming up. Tuning in just so I know what is up. It's the Cloud Chronicles.
What up, world? We are back. We are live. This is the Cloud Chronicles, man. I'm your host, Jerry and Blaze. Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, hit that little bell. That way you get notifications when we're dropping all this new content, man. But anyways, on to the interview. Got a special friend in here today. Worked with this guy on a previous show. I like to call him a silent assassin. Doesn't say much, but he does a lot. So without further ado, man, I want to welcome one of my boys here, Justin Wallace. He is the co-host and co-creator of Anime Shenanigans and some other podcasts we're going to get into here right now. So welcome, Justin Wallace, to the Cloud Chronicles, everybody. What's going on, Justin?
Oh, not much, man. I appreciate the intro. I like the bells too. I appreciate the intro, man. That silent assassin. That's gonna be my new nickname now.
Hey, man, I just thought of it right off top. That's because you were real quiet when we first met, and I was like, you know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm usually the same way when I'm in a room full of new people. Like I'm here.
Yeah, I'm the guy at the party that kind of like hides in the corner and just kind of keeps an eye on everything.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, got to keep your back against the wall.
Amen.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get into this, man. I've seen, I think maybe a couple episodes. I think saw you when you did with Michael. And I saw a little bit of some the previous ones, but go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and tell them like what Anime Shenanigans is all about.
Yeah. Again, I'm Justin Wallace, co-creator of Anime Shenanigans. Was a so Anime Shenanigans was a passion we had. We loved anime. Of course, I say co-creator because I've got 3 other people with me. We got my friend Mitch. We go way back from like smoking Reg out of pop cans, like way back, all the way back.
That's way back, bro. That's way back.
Oh yeah, like,
that's way back.
We've known each other for years, and then Mark from the Phantom Effect. I had him join us just because he's a knowledgeable guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had Josh Hatfield, who's I guess his dry sense of humor kind of just lights up the room. So of course we had to have him on there.
Right.
But yeah, it's just an anime review show. We wanted to stand out a little bit, so we got ourselves a giant random wheel. We'll spin that at the end of each episode and just pick a random show to watch and review it 2 weeks after.
I like it. I like it, man. I didn't know that there was like podcasts about anime, like that's a big market, bro. Like there's a lot of I mean, the following is huge, of course. I'm an anime fan myself. Let me ask you a couple questions, man. So let's get into a couple of your favorites anime cartoons. Give me no particular order.
Well, I grew up on Toonami, staying up till like midnight watching Cartoon Network. So
yeah,
of course, the Naruto. I watched a bit of One Piece. Of course, King of the Hill came on at like 11. So
yeah, I love King of the Hill.
but which most people kind of look at that funny, but I guess that does count as animation.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Pokemon, Digimon, Afro Samurai was another good one, and then
that's one of my favorites.
I can't remember his name, but that little comedic relief character, I just jumped in and responded to whatever was going on.
Samuel L. Jackson played his voice.
For real? No way.
Yeah, the look kind of old guy, and he would just be talking crap to Afro. That was Samuel L. Jackson, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I always remember because his hair looked almost like a bandana because it would
Yeah.
just kind of like wave in the wind all
Wave in
over
the
the place.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. One we're reviewing this Sunday, which is actually in one of my top fives, Berserker. They
What is
did
it called
that.
again?
Berserker.
Berserker. Okay.
It's
I've heard of
really
that.
kind of, I guess, a dark story. I
Mhm.
guess the art behind it is he's fighting demons within himself and actual demons with a sword that's bigger than he is.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's good.
It's good.
Oh yeah, artwork's kind of grimy.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, there's stuff like that. Of course, there's always new anime coming out, so I'm sure that was kind of our hidden goal behind this show is to find those hidden gems that sneak into our top five.
Right.
Of course, I mean, just next year alone, there's 78 new shows coming out.
Wow.
You'll never watch all of them, but I'm sure at least
Yeah.
one of those will
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you something, man. Are you a Cowboy Bebop fan?
Um, yes and no. I
Okay.
like the art style, I like the story, but I could never. I was always so tied up with different shows, I could never fall into it.
Hmm.
So
So did you ever
that's
did you get to see any of the live action Netflix?
that's no.
No, so you never
Uh,
even got to check it out. Okay. Okay. Well, it
uh,
got canceled after one season, so don't
I
waste your time.
read that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
I read
wow, I
about
guess it
that.
was that good.
It was so on the fence, you could split the fan base right in half. Half of it was like the live action sucks, it's terrible. The other half
Mhm.
were like, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Me myself, I'm waiting for the hype to die down so I can watch it, see what I think of it.
I wasn't a big I didn't follow the animated version very much. I knew what it was, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I didn't know any of the characters, any of the background, so I kind of started watching the Netflix one. And
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was half bad, but then
Hey.
again, I'm not one of them diehard fans, they may not have, the accuracy may have been off, and that's where you lose a lot of the hardcore people.
Yeah. Well, that anime had years to build itself up, and you try to come in with the live action and do the same, and for the most part, those live actions just don't work out. Like
Oh, yeah,
Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know if you saw that movie, but
I
it
did.
was. If you watched the cartoon, that movie was trash.
I did. I did. The cartoon's way better. The cartoon's way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There was one I was gonna ask you about. Can't think of it off the top of my head. It'll come back to me. One of the new anime ones. But anyway, so let's talk about some of your other podcasts. Are you still doing the other ones as well? Other than
Um,
animation shenanigans?
we were doing carpool shenanigans, which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just it was a it was a boredom project. Like, when you get a bunch of like 2x4s in your workshop and you're like, I'm gonna do
yeah.
something with it.
Hmm.
And we did everything from stories about history. We did a murder mystery. I
Hmm.
brought some friends on. We talked about D&D for no reason.
Hmm.
We did a roast of my co-host. They roasted the shit
Oh, I
out
bet
of
that's good.
me. we well, I asked him beforehand. I said, "Is there people you don't want me to invite?" And he said, "No, free game." So
Yeah.
I tried to bring on his mom and dad, and then one that I didn't tell him about until the last second. I actually reached out and got hold of his one of his exes. I brought her.
Ooh.
She had a lot to say.
Hold
It
on, hold on.
was
I got something for that. I got something for that.
oh yeah.
Awkward.
But no, he loved it every second of it. They actually, I guess, are still good friends, so that could have gone really bad.
Mhm.
But all in all, I mean, the roast was good, and yeah, we weren't carpooling anymore. We decided to call it off, but I still have a couple fans that'll hit me up saying, "Are you going to do more? Are you going to
Mhm.
start up again?" And man, I just ain't got time for two shows.
Yeah, it's a lot when if you're working full time and family and yeah, one
Yeah,
is a lot. One is a lot rough right now, man. Let me see.
yeah. So like, old. That's just it was pretty bad. But I said they were good friends, and like her roasts they weren't too bad. Like I felt like they went for the throat at each other, but it was in
Mhm.
like a friendly manner, so
Yeah,
still turned
yeah.
out all right.
That's one of those are the best roasts, man.
Oh yeah.
That's like, you
As,
know what I mean?
yeah, and it came out just like a celebrity roast where you just go after them, and then at the end you're like, but you're a great person, you're a kind person, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It worked out, I think.
Okay, so the anime shenanigans, man. I want to know, like, tell me how like a typical episode goes. Or is it kind of similar to the show that we did together, or
Uh, yes and
well,
no.
walk me through an episode.
So it's how to explain. It's a show for anime fans by
Mhm.
anime fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
not one fan is going to be the same. 'Cause
Okay.
I myself, my top five is going to be different from any other anime fan out there. Like
Mhm.
if you said your top five and I said mine, none of them will probably match. That's just
Yeah,
the way anime
yeah,
goes.
yeah.
And so we've all got our own opinions. We'll talk about we'll spin our wheel, we'll get a random show. Like last one I think was like Digimon. So we watched Digimon and everyone gave it anywhere between a B all the way up to an S.
Mhm.
Something else we're doing a little different. Instead of 1 to 10, we do F through S. F
Ah,
being, fail. It's terrible. They need to take this off the market. To S rank being this busted into our top five.
okay.
It's fantastic. So I think we've only had like one this whole time.
That wasn't bad.
Um, yeah, a lot of it's just a back and forth.
Mhm.
It's just a lot of fun. I mean,
Okay,
once you
so let me
find
ask you
something.
this: you're a huge anime fan, so you've just been hired by this company, and you're going to do your own anime show.
Oh,
Yeah, tell me what it's going to be about.
I haven't actually thought about that, to be honest with you.
Oh, got you on the spot here with a good question.
I really like they call them isekais. It's when someone dies and then they get reincarnated into another world. I like something like that.
Hmm.
I've always also liked the idea of like a Kingdom Hearts, where
Hmm.
say, like a bunch of friends get together. We'll sell it like a movie. Here we go.
Okay.
So you got four friends, and they're traveling to say like a Comic-Con or something. They get into a car wreck. They all die. When they wake up, they're reincarnated into this other world that looks very familiar. Yeah, they can't put their finger on it, but it's very familiar. So they start walking around. They learn out that they all have these weird powers, and the reason that the world's familiar is because they've seen it in an anime. So they get
Okay.
reincarnated into an anime world. The
I like
goal
it.
is to, uh, I guess Kingdom Hearts, you had to find the key or beat the
Mhm.
bad guy.
Yeah.
So beat the bad guy, get teleported into a new world. Something like that would be cool. Like an
Yeah. No, I like
anime.
it, man. Like, you
Yeah.
better keep that to yourself. I might have to blurt that out because you know, people like to jack ideas.
Hey, if I get 10%, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, man. No, that sounds dope. Yeah, get me too if you need a part. If you got a warrior part in there, you know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
oh for
saying?
sure. There's enough
I
anime.
definitely,
There's always a warrior part.
yeah, definitely. One of the biggest busts. Well, I'll ask you first, and I'll tell you mine. What do you think? Like one of the biggest busts of those movies that they tried to do live, like anime movie they tried.
Uh,
I know one comes to mind
there's
right
a
off the top of
few. The Bleach was decent. We'll take that one off.
my head.
Uh,
Well, here, let me give you one you can't take off.
all right.
Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Dragon Ball.
Oh my goodness, boy, that's on probably the top 100 worst movies of all time list. I guarantee you, Dragon Ball Z was bad.
You don't like the gold wig that they put on when they went Super Saiyan and
I hated it. I hated it because that was like I was diehard into that, bro.
you
That
know.
that Dragon Ball, you know what I mean? I was into that. So when I was expecting way more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like they put it together in like a month.
It's I don't know why each one looks like the budget is like they don't have a budget for this movie. Someone took out their iPhone and recorded the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what
I
I
don't
didn't
get
get.
it.
I'm like, if y'all got the fan base, it's huge. That you know what I'm saying? Why do you not have? I mean, not expecting it to be $100 million movie or anything, but
No.
yeah.
Like Netflix, like you said, did decent
Hmm.
with their I forgot what it's called now. Like they do decent work because they've got the budget to put into movies. But I don't know why places like Funimation,
Hmm.
I don't know why they don't put money into movies and make an actual decent live action.
Yeah.
I don't
So, what
know.
would be your dream job in anime? Like, if you could do anything, like, what would it be?
I would like to have the talent to voice act.
Hmm.
I just
Doing
feel like
voiceovers and stuff.
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
give the next generation someone to look up to. Because I mean, mine. If I can meet the voice actor for say like Naruto, any of those characters, that would be amazing for me. So just to be that someone that kids could look up to, be like,
Hmm.
hey, I want to aspire to be this character, but this is the guy who does the voice behind it. I
Hmm.
think that would be pretty cool.
Kind of like how we all looked up to the dude that or Optimus Prime, and then when we
Yeah.
found out who voiced him, we were all like, "Oh my god, dude, you're the best." You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
once his name got out, dude, I'm sure his popularity, like his fan base, just like
Oh yeah.
through the roof, man.
My co-creator Josh, he actually
Mhm.
had on Linda Young. She's the voice for Frieza in the DBZ series.
Oh wow,
He said now they're best friends. He says she'll just message him randomly, send him pictures of her dog. I
that's
was
cool.
like, that's weird, but that's the power of podcasting, man.
Yeah, man.
Cool stuff
Yeah,
like that happens.
I've got to be friends with some cool people too, man. Like I didn't think I'd
Yeah.
be. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like interacting with. So definitely, podcasting does have some
it's got some
perks.
perks.
It's
Yeah,
got its perks. He's
yeah.
definitely got his perks, especially when you get the
Between
gifts.
oh yeah. Well, I haven't hit that stash yet, so I'm waiting for that part. But yeah, just meeting cool people. Merchandise is where I like it to put
Yes.
your name on something and get it out there. Have you seen a personal question? Have you been walking down the street and seeing someone with your shirt on, just some random stranger?
Yeah, I remember seeing it all the time and like thinking like I want to do that. I want to have my own
Yeah.
like I want to wear my own stuff. Like that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like I want like this is what I envision every time. I didn't know what it was going to be at the time,
Yeah.
but I knew I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I wanted to
Yeah.
have something, dude. Like any if it was just a funny slogan, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted something like a brand.
Yeah, those are the moments as a podcaster, those are the moments I live for. I got a call from a friend the other day,
Mhm,
and he's at this bar. I don't know how he pulls it off, but he's drinking. He gets to talking to the stranger,
mhm,
and he mentions my name, and he
mhm,
goes, "Justin, you mean that guy from Carpool Shenanigans?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he calls me up and he goes, "This total stranger knows who you are." I was like, "Dude,
mhm.
that's fucking cool."
Yeah, man.
So
You don't know where the reach is, bro. Like you know how we check our analytics and everything, and
yeah,
it'll show you like, I'm surprised. I was like, man, I got Ghana on there. I had,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like the United Kingdom, like you never know who's listening, man.
Yeah. I'm just
So I was
hoping
gonna, I
more.
guess that kind of segued into my next question. What do you think? Like, what are some of your favorite, things that you like, things you've gained from podcasting or stuff you've learned or anything like that?
Uh, I'll gain friends like you, like
Hmm.
Mark and Josh,
Hmm.
Dan. Like I
Hmm.
said, I like gaining friends like that, and then our giveaways. Like we used to do giveaways, and we got the opportunity to give out entrance tickets to a comedy club.
Hmm.
And everyone I sent there, they said that comedy club was fantastic. I think we gave like 40 tickets away.
Hmm.
But to use that power of social media and just me speaking into the ether to send people to a comedy club, I like stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey,
Just
man, I got to put you in touch with my boy. I had him on here a few episodes ago, Jay Hunter. He runs well, he has his own show, The Game Chasers.
yeah,
They go across the country like scrounging for retro games and systems and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool show.
yeah.
He's a vet YouTuber. He was doing YouTube like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I think I started that episode. I didn't get all the way into it,
Okay, that's my boy, man. I'm
but
gonna hook you up with him, man, because he runs like Retropalooza down here. And
yeah.
man, y'all get down there, y'all hook up, man. Y'all be,
I mean,
like anime and all that, that's all pretty much hand in hand.
oh yeah,
You
it's
know.
it's a giant community.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, definitely, man. I do have another question for you though. So, if you could have any guest on your show, who would it be?
I've so I've kind of stalked him a little bit. I may have sent him quite a few messages, but have you watched My Hero Academia at all? Like a little bit of it?
I have not. I'm sorry.
One of the main characters, his name's Deku.
Okay.
He's got this super some people call it like a whiny voice, but then the voice
Okay.
actor looks nothing like it. If you would have seen this guy on the street, you never would have thought anime voice actor, you know.
Yeah.
And I've messaged him a few times. Haven't got anything back, but one day, if I
Yeah.
stalk him hard enough,
And we're gonna put it out there in the universe. What's his name again?
of course I don't have it wrote down.
Okay, well, don't even. Hey, man, you need to respond to my boy Justin and get on the show and get it happening, man. It's gonna boost your career.
Please. Just forget the whole part about me not knowing your name. We're gonna make it work out.
No, well, hey, you gotta learn. He may want to be called by his show name for all you know.
Yeah.
You never know. So
stage name or whatever they call it.
Exactly. You know, some people don't always want to put down the government, man. The government name, you know. But anyways, man. So listen, before I let you get out of here, tell everybody where they can find Anime Shenanigans and where they can find you at as well.
Oh, just anywhere you listen to podcast. We're everywhere but Pandora. Pandora's the toughest. I don't care what anyone says.
It is.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know. Hey, man, I didn't have no problems with anybody but them too, and I just was like, whatever.
I'm thinking it's like one guy in a shop out in like Minnesota just pushing okay on podcasters. I don't
mad because the
know.
Vikings are sucking.
He's got
like,
broken.
No.
He's got like broken cups all over his office. Yeah, he's pissed out there. Yeah, just anywhere you listen to podcasts. Yeah, I think we're on Facebook at Anime Shenanigans Fan Club.
Yeah,
and,
that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty. We don't have a YouTube yet. We shall work on it. Go get with Mark, my tech guy.
Yeah, get that up and running, man. That'd be awesome. So
what's last thing I wanted
to? Go ahead.
I wanted to recommend a show to you. See if you'd like it. Because I don't recommend shows a lot, but this one kind of stood out, and I was like, I bet Jerry would like this. Okay. It's called The Devil's a Part-Timer. What's about is this, you know, the devil, he gets bored. He's in the underworld. He doesn't have much to do. So he goes up to Earth and he wants to take over Earth because he's bored. So what he does is he gets a job at McDonald's, and his thought process is the way to take over the world is to climb up the corporate ladder.
Oh my God.
It sounds
is it out right now?
Oh yeah. They're kind of with season 2 next year.
What's it called? I gotta put this down. Tell me what it's called again?
It's called The Devil is a Part-Timer.
The Devil is a Part-Timer. Yeah, I'm definitely. What's it streaming on right now?
Crunchyroll, Funimation, maybe Netflix still. It's been a while.
Okay.
It was one of those where I was just bored, I may have had an edible and I'm just searching through Crunchyroll and I see this guy and it says Devil, and I look at the background picture, the background art, and it's this guy in a McDonald's costume. I was like, this is it. I'm just going to watch this. And it was pretty damn good.
Okay, so that reminds me of another Netflix one I wanted to ask you about before you go. What did you think about Castlevania? Did you get to watch it?
No. I played the game a lot.
Me too.
Like a lot.
Bro.
I never could get into the anime.
Oh, hey, check the Netflix out.
I will do, man.
I'm just telling you, I'm on season 4.
Okay. How many seasons are there? You know,
there's 4 out right now on Netflix.
4 out. Okay.
They're good, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like the story gets better, like because the first season is just Dracula, and they're you'll see. I ain't trying to give it all away, but the next 3 seasons have nothing to do with Dracula. You know what I mean? They dive deep into the Belmont. Like he's got a story going over here. One of Dracula's, a couple of Dracula's people have, stories. There's about 5 or 6 stories going in there. Really good though. I don't know who did the writing, but I like it, man. Just check it out. Did I lose you there? We are experiencing technical difficulties. 1 second, please. We are trying to get Mr. Justin Wallace back. Oh, here on, here he is clicking in. Let me drop this one out and I'll bring you in right now, bro. I got you.
Sorry
Oh,
about that, man.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. All good. All good. All good, man. But yeah, definitely, bro. Check out that Castlevania. I think you'll like it. I really do.
Oh, will do. I wrote it down. I'm excited for it now.
I love it. I love it. I love the game. This is the only anime I'd seen of it, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it. So check it out, man. It's on Netflix. It ain't going nowhere because it's an original.
Oh, it is a Netflix original. It's good. And that's rare. We
I
watched.
like it. You may have you're probably maybe a lot tougher critic than I. I really like it though, man. I at least watch, like a couple episodes a day if I can.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah.
I mean,
And everyone falls in love with anime for different reasons. Yeah, like March has the intro song. If it has a good intro song, he's in. I like fight scenes. I grew up watching Bruce Lee.
You know what? That's it. Interview's over. Get off the phone. Go home. Watch it then. If you're talking about fight scenes, dude, I'm talking about. I was sitting there. I'm like gore, graphic kills, monsters, vampire hunters, vampire demons, ghouls. It's
they got
this one guy on there. He's like what do they call him? Forge master. He's a forge master, and like everybody they kill, they bring to this dude, and he like does something to him, and they turn into a different kind of ghoul.
Heck yeah!
Only respond to him.
That sounds pretty cool.
And then he's got a whole storyline, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna bring you back on, and we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I swear, if you love it, bro, we gonna talk about it because I do. I got to find somebody else that likes it. We can talk about it.
All right. Yeah. I will try to watch it all night. We'll get that review going.
Yeah, man. At least try to knock out a couple episodes. We can talk about season 1.
Heck yeah.
Okay. All right, man.
All
hey,
right.
Well, look, man. I appreciate you joining me. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome back anytime. Holler at me, and we'll get you back on here. You got any shout outs you want to give before we go?
Just shout out to Mark over at the Phantom Effect and Josh at I Am Talking. He's starting a show about Frasier, and I told him I'd give him a little shout out.
Wow. Hey, man, I watch Frasier every night.
That's his thing. He's like, no one's talking about it. He hasn't found a podcast about it. He's like, I'm gonna start one.
Hey, tell him to holler at me if he needs a guest or somebody to help him talk about Frasier. I literally watch that every night going to bed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Great. Do you got anybody else you want to shout out?
Shout out you for having me on here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You hear him? You heard him. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this has been the Cloud Chronicles. I'm your host, Jerry Blaze. This is Justin Wallace, co-host, co-creator of Anime Shenanigans. Y'all make sure y'all go find him. Streaming on most major platforms. Pandora. I don't know what y'all think y'all got going on. Y'all just don't like nobody. Y'all ain't even got me on there. Ridiculous. But anyways, everybody, hey, at the end of the episode, I always like to say, mental health is real. You take care of this. It'll take care of you. Peace. Namaste. Drink some water. Kiss your mama. Tell somebody you love them. We out of here. Oh, hold on. We got a comment.
Oh,
hey,
of course.
We talked about you earlier, Dan. Did we not, Justin?
Oh, yeah. Multiple times.
We talked about you earlier. You just weren't in here. We talked about you earlier. We said something about Dan in the DL show. Y'all make sure y'all follow one of my co-hosts right here, man. He's got the DL show. Dan Levely, formerly Oops Caught Me Smoking, now the DL show. Y'all check him out too, man. He's also on the OMG movie podcast with me. Justin, we got to get you on there too, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll get something set up, man. We got some Christmas movies coming on, man. You can get on there.
All right. Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, man. We're going to get up out of here, y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Peace. This is Cloud Chronicles. Bye-bye.
Later.